Accesses inside details of the Congress meeting. Senior Congress leaders want a collective leadership in the party. Congress leaders reportedly want HK Patil to be opposition leader. Congress leaders now backing Parameshwara for KPCC president's post. Leaders also want Siddaramaiah to continue as CLP leader. Madhusudan Mistry is holding a meeting one-on-one, in fact, with senior leaders only to get a grasp of who wants what. Siddaramaiah clearly has huge opposition within the party, and we're looking at HK Patil being one of the front runners, while Parameshwara's name is right now being pushed for the position or post of KPCC chief. Let's quickly go over to my colleague Arun to tell us a little more. Arun, we're looking at a lot of power hustle here within the Congress. In fact, the opposition party now is trying to get an opposition leader, and that decision is a Herculean task for the High Command of the Congress, because the Congress members within the party are divided in various different camps. There's one HK Patil camp, there's one Siddaramaiah camp, there's one Parameshwara camp, there's one Dinesh Gundarao camp, and here we're looking at a lot of lobbying happening for HK Patil to become leader of opposition, and a lot of opposition for Siddaramaiah for the same post. On the contrary, for KPCC president's post, we believe there's a lot of push for Parameshwara to be appointed as KPCC chief. What more can you tell us with regards to the fascism that we're seeing within the Congress here?
Well, absolutely, Nabila. This seems to be going back to the drawing board again. We're talking in terms of the Congress loyalists versus the newcomers. When you talk about the loyalists, you're talking of people who've been with the Congress for the last several years, who feel they have been slighted, they have been given a raw deal, particularly during the tenure of the then coalition government. And the newcomers led by people like Siddaramaiah, who are lateral inductees, who are more of recent origin, although the concept of recent origin is at least about 15 years old now. So this has now opened up. This is now going to be a can of worms. And what makes the matter extremely difficult for many people to digest is the fact that even though the Congress is not in power south of the Vindhyas, the Congress's best bet happens to be Karnataka. In none of the other southern states do you ever see or can you visualize the Congress in such a strong or dominant post. The question is that the ego of these leaders could perhaps be the cause for the downfall of the Congress, even if it is not in power as far as South India is concerned, Nabila.
Well, we believe that HK Patil has got a lot of support for leader of opposition's post, and he's also delivered as a leader of opposition in the past. He claimed, we did speak to him on the phone line a little while ago, and he says that I've already worked successfully as the LOP. I deserve to get it because I have many ideas to push the Congress's agenda.
Well, obviously he is smarting. I mean, at the end of the day, he was denied a cabinet berth. That has rankled him, and he continues to believe that there is a fair or good chance for him to be once again the man in the reckoning. But look at the kind of, posturing that's being done by the Congress leadership. You are saying the leader of the opposition in the assembly will be X. You are saying the CLP leader will be Y. You are saying that the KPCC president will be Z. So you are trying to therefore already create a form of silo-based leadership within the Congress. The accusation is that the incumbent KPCC heads are people who back the former chief minister. There is no love lost between the former chief minister and the other Congress leaders, because that has opened up in the form of the Congress loyalists versus Congress newcomers. Whether this will really materialize, whether this will lead to a decision immediately, it remains to be seen. Because remember, next week you should be having the beginning of the assembly session. So will they take a decision by then? Because this is far more than taking a decision. There are, several issues, including the fact that you're probably trampling on many egos. And that becomes a much more difficult task as far as the Congress is concerned, Nabila.
Right. Arun, thank you very much for joining us with those details.